Edukans Uganda, with support from the European Trust Fund through the Belgian Development Agency ENABEL, has embarked on skilling refugees in Bidibidi refugee settlement with employable skills to bridge poverty and food shortage gaps. The move follows World Food Programme's reduction in food ratios to refugees in Uganda, resulting into increased hunger, malnutrition and abject poverty, thereby ruining many families of the asylum seekers.
Last year, 2022, refugee households were only receiving 40% to 70% of standard food rations based on their relative vulnerability levels. However, the recent food cuts mean all refugees are receiving what the World Food Programme calls basic food rations. This is not only increasing hunger and malnutrition, but leaves many in a state of panic and despair, since most are unemployed.
The issues of unemployment are not only here in the settlement, they are not only in Yumbe district, not in West Nile, not only in Uganda, but a global issue that needs the attention of everyone.
But thanks to Edukans Uganda and partners, there is now cause to smile.
The food ration has been reduced, and that means that refugees have to work to get food. And also we are moving now from humanitarian to development. So these have to go hand in hand. So by empowering the youth, the refugee youth, they'll get the skills that can help them increase on their income, both in country here, but also when they go back to South Sudan.
The country director, Edukans Uganda, Pamela Ketho, says 400 refugees and host community youth were enrolled and retooled as a means to address the current refugee challenges in Bidibidi refugee settlement. This is under the Game Changers project with skills for employability.
This is a non-formal vocation, what we call the vocational education. They are then placed with the private sector to experience real work life. We are graduating them out of the learning phase. They are now going into the implementation, setting up businesses.
Humanitarian officials attributed the latest food cuts to a competition for resources, and many agencies are now restructuring the approach to refugee crisis from relief to development initiatives.
Private sector should be involved. Why we do that is to ensure that the funds are well managed by the NGOs, and then the training providers, which is mostly VTIs, and they're always certified to offer training, but also do assessment.
I would like to say that this is the approach that we should now even embrace in our vocational skills training mainstream systems, not only on a project-based facilitated training.
While handing over tools to the graduate trainees, the RDC Yumbe district, John Bosco Tumwesije, appealed to the Game Changers graduates to be more patriotic and diligent.
Use the skills you have acquired here to work hard and improve your livelihoods and that of your families. Don't just sit on your certificates, make them useful by creating jobs.
Edukans Uganda, together with Yumbe District Local Government, the Prime Minister's Office and Lokopia Hills Technical Institute launched this Yumbe Game Changers project.
Most times, our dear partners train young persons in the district, both in the refugee and host community, very nicely like this. But when you are given startup kits, you end up selling these startup kits. You make us to go backwards. Please, today, our graduates trained by Educan, you are going home when you are given these startup kits. Do not temper. These are your skills for life.
Many of the graduates of the Game Changers project are grateful that this has already inspired them into a better livelihood.
Got a skill and I'm working. I'm even making money. As I'm speaking, I have evidence, the windows and doors which are fabricated, which I'm making money from it.
Did solar. But the good thing I've seen from solar, I know that these hard trainings is only for men.
Uganda is a home to more than 1.5 million refugees from various countries of the Great Lakes region. Sudat Kaye and Douglas Setumba, UBC News.